Hi, and welcome back to Taste Panel for Chili Nerds. Guys, it has been a while since I pulled this, so welcome back. The panel itself is back, so really raring to go. Been out of the hot seat for quite a while. Hey, musicians out there, if you know that if you're a main songwriter in a band, and you're working on music and you're playing all the instruments, and that is really a time-consuming affair, making a CD. So guys, I've been really busy doing that. Took up a lot of time, but hey, again, glad to be back with some sauces for you guys, and hopefully we can make 2013 a good year for the panel again here. Guys, with each new season, I usually change the backdrop here. However, getting kind of used to this guy. I like this one. So, hey, no objections out there. We'll keep this one up for a little while. So, all right. Anyway, starting off the new season with no injuries, injury-free, and ready to roll with some sauces today, guys. Bringing you Crosbie's hot sauce. Okay, my boss gave me this bottle, so I figured I better film it. So anyway, this one here says world's #1. So guys, honestly, I don't know actually where the title starts here and where the bragging begins. So I don't know if the name of the sauce is Crosbie's hot sauce world's #1 or if it's just Crosbie's hot sauce. But in any case, it says all natural. Hey, we like it that way here on the panel. Comes equipped with a warning as well. It says, "Here comes the heat," in capital letters with an exclamation point behind that. Guys, that writing's really small. I could hold it up to the camera, but you won't be able to see it anyway. Says here, the taste you never forget. So, hey, we'll have to see about that one. Is equipped with pictures of Egyptian guys holding fire. Some other Egyptians bouncing around down there as well. Not so sure what the tie to Egypt is, other than he's holding some fire in his hands and they're warning us of heat. So hey, perhaps this guy's gonna be pretty hot. Anyway guys, I might have to start in a little slow and build myself back up again. We'll see. But nah, heck with that. We'll go right into the ingredients. Guys, in here it's distilled vinegar, habanero pepper, garlic, and salt. So Crosbie's here for being world's #1, really keeping things kind of on the simple side with that. Says manufactured for Crosbie's hot sauce. No website to give you, no address there. So hey, we'll have to just settle for those Egyptian guys going on. So anyway, guys, let me cut this off here. We'll take a better look at the sauce. You can see what that looks like in the bottleneck. Okay, pop that off, and there you have it. Looking kind of brown, kind of vinegary, kind of thin. I do see, however, there is some pulp going on in there. Bit of seeds floating around in the bottom there. Take one more look at that, guys. We're gonna take a sniff of this guy and see where we stand with this. Okay, kind of getting there is a vinegar tang coming up front. I figured that might be the case with the thinness of the body of the sauce itself. Also kind of getting almost a little bit of that kind of cumin-y type of smell coming off of this. That is not a listed ingredient, so I'm assuming that's a play between the peppers, the vinegar, and the garlic. But it certainly does have that kind of smell happening in here. Can't say it's a real defining habanero smell. Not getting a whole lot of fruity pepper smell in any case. But kind of little bit of a salty note maybe lingering in there as well. That may be contributing to that kind of weird spicy nose I'm getting out of it. So hey, without any further ado, we have the trusty spoon here. Guys, you can see my modification I made to the spoon there. As soon as I eat the sauce, I'll get into that as a talking point, and you could say, hey, why do you change the trusty spoon to look so ugly like this? But hey, there's a simple reason for that, and I'll get to that in a minute. So in the meantime, pouring out Crosbie's world's #1. So hey, let's see if there's any truth to those rumors. Okay, kind of right up front, kind of it's packing a lot of salt. Kind of has a consistency of a Louisiana style hot sauce. Again, now that some is out of the neck, you might be able to see it a little better. Yeah, really runny going on there. Not so such a deviation from the traditional Louisiana style with this. Simple ingredients: some salt, some peppers, some vinegar. Here, addition of some garlic. Here, addition of some habanero peppers as well, instead of the standard cayenne. But right now, kind of going in the mouth, kind of retaining a saltiness going on there, getting a little bit of a garlicky flavor lingering in the tongue as well. Some true vinegar tang happening as well, as one might expect with a sauce so thin as this. Heat actually kind of, not without heat, getting a little poker on the back of the throat area just beyond the roof of the mouth. Kind of really sticking me there. Have a little flange of heat up in the front of the tongue area. Sides of the mouth, the soft area there, getting a slight burning glow going as well. A little bit down below the lower teeth on this guy, but really, really not all that bad. Flavor-wise, not all that bad either. If you are a fan of the Louisiana style, with the benefit of some extra heat and a little bit of a garlicky note settling over the tongue to give it a little bit more flavor than you might expect of your average Louisiana sauce. Yeah, kind of like the idea that we get all these seeds floating on the bottom. But the problem with that being is, if the sauce is really thin like this one, the weight of the seeds kind of settles them down here, and even if you shake it up, the chances of getting a lot of those seeds on the spoon will be pretty slim, because they're going to be moving about and the liquid's going to try to strain its way out onto your spoon. So would have been nice to have gotten a little bit of those seeds to crunch on to help add that heat, add some texture to the mouth as well. But as it stands, guys, not bad. Would say it's far off from the world's #1 sauce, at least of the sauces that we've tried here on the panel. But hey, not bad. Something like this would spice up some rice as this thin sauce is soaked in there. Put this on anything that has a softer texture. This type of stuff, you might even want to marinate some chicken in. Really good stuff there for that. With that thinness, with the flavor of that garlic, a little bit of the heat of those habaneros kicking in as I'm talking, kind of spreading that heat and it's starting to fan over the roof of my mouth, kind of leaving that spot, still kind of catching that one pinpoint spot back there, but fanning up towards the front of my mouth is this guy. And yeah, I'm not too sure what their portfolio of sauces is about. again, got this as a gift, so I'd have to do further research to see if Crosbie's has anything other than this guy. Chances are they do. Will they be Egyptian based? That I can't answer you today, guys. But anyway, hey, I said I'd get into the modification of the trusty spoon today. Guys, what this is actually bent this, okay? Because when you make your own hot sauces, okay, when this, suppose this, we drain this bottle down, the bottle's empty. Some of the necks are flanged like this. Some other bottles even have larger flanges on there. So when you clean and you soap up your bottles and you're ready to, just before you're ready to put the sauce in, I don't like to have a whole lot of moisture left in my bottle. So what I'll do is I'll take a paper towel and use this guy as a tool to dry the flanges of the bottle and around the sidewalls and even perhaps down a little bit in those areas. It allows for a whole variation of positions to get in to form fit any style of bottle that you're working with. So hey, necessity, the mother of invention. So the trusty spoon, since I've become a sauce maker, has also become a tool of the trade. So hey, there you have it. So anyway, guys, while I have this kind of nice, it burns, kind of filling the whole mouth. Not a crazy burn, but one that is actually catching all areas, starting to catch the tongue, catching up underneath the lips, back behind the upper gums there, and in front gums as well. Lots of heat spreading here as I'm talking. Again, nothing crazy, but still like to feel that burn spread throughout the mouth. A good thing. Catching a minor lip sting burn as well. So guys, we're gonna quick talk here, and yeah, we'll get back to this in a minute. Okay, guys, hey, we're gonna talk about the issue of patience today. A fruit of the Spirit is patience. One or two of you might have been impatient out there for a new episode of the panel. I know for myself that I was kind of impatient to get back in the hot seat here, get motivated again. When you slip out of something, you tend to lose motivation sometimes, and so having patience is important. It's important for me to be sitting down here and doing this now after such a long break. I was patient through there, impatient to get back in the seat, but now it's all paid off. Hey, a new episode happening here. But anyway, biblically, that's kind of small change there, that type of thing. But biblically, patience more related to suffering and endurance and trials. Okay, we've seen some people in the Bible undergo some trials where they had to have patience and trust that God makes good for all those who love Him. So it's actually having trust in God that He's going to take you through, and have patience that His will is perfect and that His guidance in your life is part of His own ordinance, His own ordaining. So it's important that we do trust God and have patience and not become frustrated in the midst of our sufferings. Okay, we have examples in the Bible. We have Job going through all his pains, losing his family, financial loss, coping with all kinds of sicknesses. He had to have patience, trusting that God was going to bring him through that. God did bring him through that. Abraham, again, another example, having to wait on God till God started to fulfill the promises made to him. Okay, some of us in life, unfortunately, have to endure more than others. That's not to say that each and every human being isn't put through a test here and there at one time in their life, but some people, we look at those who are suffering persecution, being in prisons and such, and sometimes some people suffer worse than others. God's own Son being one who had to display extreme patience in bearing the suffering on the cross, suffering like no other, and having to endure that ordeal and patiently in order to once again get to heaven to be with the Father. And hey, all of us right now waiting patiently for Jesus' return. So hey, it's a matter of waiting and trusting God and having patience that He will make all things He will bring about all things that He says He will for those who believe in Him. And that's the way I want to put it. Okay, guys, so hey, we meanwhile, while we wait, we might as well enjoy some good hot sauces. So guys, I will be back 8 to 10 with Crosbie's hot sauce, world's #1. Hey, we'll see where we stand with this, man. See you then. Alright, hi, welcome back here again with Crosbie's hot sauce, world's #1, filled with all the marvels of Egypt there on every angle of the bottle. Take one more look at the sauce, guys. Again, kind of not the most attractive thing you're gonna look at. Kind of thin, kind of brown, but hey, flavor-wise, not doing so bad at all. Kind of left with some really lingering garlic over the tongue, as well as some saltiness lingering as well. Sauce never really came forth with a whole lot of chili flavor. More of a spice-oriented sauce is this one, despite the low amount of ingredients. Still coming through mainly with garlic, mainly with salt, and initially with some vinegar there as well. However, what it did lack in chili flavor, kind of made up with the heat-wise. Really, the habaneros in there, really making their presence known in this guy. Have a little bit of a burn up behind my front teeth there. Just right the ridge of the roof of the mouth. A little bit lingering over the tongue. Maybe a really weird kind of like a linear burn on the bottom lip, still kind of hanging in there. But sauce never rose to great heat, and but not bad. Definitely something you might want to pour over a charbroiled steak or something to really sink into those grooves, and hey, you'd be doing okay with that. I'm gonna wrap it today with Crosbie's hot sauce. Again, guys, good to be back. I hope to have more sauces for you in the near future, so stay tuned. All right, bye-bye.